One of Apple's co-founders said that his favorite Apple product is the Apple Watch, and the reason being is because it helps him to disconnect from all that screen time, all those endless notifications he's getting bombarded with throughout the day. You've chosen the color, you've chosen the size you like. Now it's time to choose whether you want to go for a cellular Apple Watch or a GPS only Apple Watch. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about, is it worth paying the extra money for the cellular feature on the Apple Watch Series 7? Firstly, let's talk about the price. Apple charge £100 for the cellular feature just out of the box for the Apple Watch straight away. On top of that, you'll have to pay a monthly fee for an eSIM in your Apple Watch, and this comes to around £5 per month. A word of caution: if you aren't purchasing your watch directly from Apple, say you're getting it from your network provider, be sure to read the fine print in your contract. In that contract, there may be an early termination fee, and if you're not 100% sold on going cellular, then it makes it very difficult to get out of that contract. So yeah, keep it in mind. So the price you're paying for cellular connectivity throughout an entire year is £100 at the beginning, £60 throughout the contract. So that represents a £160 upgrade over the baseline £369 aluminium model. That price point isn't the end of the world. Like, a lot of people pay that much money for a subscription of some kind. But to answer the question, is it worth it? We need to look at the value add you get from using a cellular Apple Watch. It's important to note that the set of features you get on a cellular Apple Watch is exactly the same as GPS. The biggest advantage, however, is that you get to use all of the features of the Apple Watch all of the time, even when you aren't with your iPhone. That means you can make phone calls, receive text messages, send emails, receive notifications, do all of that stuff on the go all the time. No worries. The way I understand it is what you're paying for here is peace of mind. Peace of mind that you're connected at all given times and you don't need to carry around a big heavy iPhone. That's great for short trips like going for a run, going for a walk, going for a coffee, going to the shopping, or if you're walking around an office, if you're working in an office environment, it's just a really nice to have. You don't need to carry your phone with you. But there's a very important trade-off to consider here. The Apple Watch Series 7 has up to 18 hours of battery life, except with the cellular version, you can expect it to use up more battery life more quickly depending on how much you're using it. So here's the thing, with both Apple Watches, when your iPhone is connected to it, it doesn't use the cellular feature. But when the Apple Watch is out of range of the iPhone, it independently connects to the mobile network and it eats up more battery as a result. Having said that, in my opinion, this shouldn't be a differentiating factor because I've never had enough battery life at the end of the day that I was confident is going to get me through day 2. So say you're using the cellular feature and it uses up an extra 10-20% of battery life, you're going to charge it anyway. Like, it's not a big deal. There's a few other cool features which I think are worth considering. For starters, with a cellular Apple Watch, you can stream music and podcasts all the time, anywhere. With only 2 GB of storage available for offline listening, it's really useful to be able to stream your music. If you're a runner, this is super useful because you don't actually have to carry your iPhone with you. You can just keep your Apple Watch, which is tracking your run, of course, but then you've wirelessly connected to some headphones or earphones if you're wearing them, and you're connected by mobile phone and messages, and you can stream your audio at the same time. Everything a little tiny watch. Siri is one of my favorite use cases on the Apple Watch. I use it all the time to set reminders, or I use the Drafts app to dictate my ideas into notes. With the cellular version, you're immune to the dreaded Siri is not available right now or Siri is not connected to the internet. It's just a nice to have knowing that everything you do with your Apple Watch is synced in real time with the rest of your Apple devices. Last but not least, and I can't relate to this one, but if you're a parent, you can use Family Setup to give your Apple Watch to your child, and they can use that Apple Watch to make phone calls and send text messages, and it's completely untethered from your personal device. It's like a standalone thing just for them. That way they can be reachable and contactable and findable at any given time. So I see the benefit of that. That's pretty cool. At the end of the day, whether cellular works or not for you, whether it's good value, whether you think it's worth it, is gonna vary from person to person. We all lead different lifestyles. I think for most people, they always have their iPhone with them, so they don't really need the cellular feature. But how often do you find yourself away from your iPhone in the day? Are you an active runner or do you like doing workouts? One of Apple's co-founders said that his favorite Apple product is the Apple Watch, and the reason being is because it helps him to disconnect from all the other Apple devices in his life. All that screen time, all those endless notifications he's getting bombarded with throughout the day. Maybe you like the idea of paying that £160 to spend less time on your iPhone and as a result have better mental health and well-being. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you haven't seen it already, I made another video where I compare the smaller and bigger Apple Watch on my wrist. Thank you for watching and have a great rest of your day.